Oh man, so you know what time it is? It's that time for Black Friday.
Oh,
That's Bill.
and that's Will.
And today on the Bill and Will show, on this Black Friday, we're gonna speak about why black men love white women, Gibson.
Mm.
And I'm gonna start this off.
Oh, you gonna start? Okay.
I'm gonna start this off.
Go ahead. What you got?
Now you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's because they always say we couldn't have it. You always want what you can't have."
Mm-hmm. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, but me, I grew up and I wasn't told I couldn't be with no white woman. So that couldn't be the case for my generation. I'm 34.
Yeah, okay.
So it couldn't have been the case for me. I just think, people like who like them.
That's correct.
Um,
That's correct.
People like who like them, and if it so happened to be a Caucasian woman, then so be it. I mean, you fall in love with hearts, people, not skin color. Now it might be different with you and what you went through, but for me, of course, we knew that it was different because when I was walking around with my exes, I still get looked at when I was younger because something wasn't right. But hey, that was my gal at the time, and her daddy never liked me.
What?
Her daddy
he
didn't
was
like
old
it.
school. Yeah.
He was old school,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I understood that also. But I always see Mexican women and I always see white women. They always, in high school, college, they'll be with a black guy, but they never marry a black guy. And I never knew what that was about. I never understood that. But as far as
Oh yeah, I got all that down.
as far as now seeing it, I understand it, but back then I didn't understand it. But again, I think men, temptation, they like who like them, and if they feel like someone likes them, they're gonna go and do what they want to do and enjoy and live life with them. So that's my take on it. That's my spiel on it. I probably can get into more depth of it, but I'm gonna let Gibson take the reins.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good viewpoint because I'm old school. I grew up in segregation. The black people over here, the white people over there. That's how I grew up. But I want to touch on some things that you said. So you said that they never married a black guy, and see, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we don't get married. Statistically, we get married later in life than any nationality on planet Earth.
That sounds like settling to me.
We just don't get married. It's not in our DNA to get married. We get married in our late 30s, early 40s. You see that all the time with us. We just don't get married early. White people, on the other hand, they marry right out of high school or right out of college. Boom, boom, they already married. 26. Oh yeah, I've been married 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
26. I'm just hitting my stride.
Woo-wee.
I'm just learning how to do what I do.
Get my swerve on.
You see? So I'm like, that's why we don't do it. That's why they don't marry us, because we're not ready. But I want to chime in on what the infatuation is, or infatuation is, and I'm gonna agree with you in this regard, and I'm gonna add a little bit to it. For my generation, which is over now, we either married or we not married. It's too late. But I see this generation coming. It's not about color. It's not about color. But I will say this: when you get with a woman or a man outside of your nationality, you can start over. You can scratch the slate clean, and you can start over and just be you. If I'm a black man and I start dating a black woman, she already know my history. I already got marks against me. You already lazy. You already sorry. You already blah blah blah. So in my dating her, I'm running and striving to get past all of that garbage. That I'm not lazy. That I'm not smoking weed. That I'm not playing video games. I gotta prove to her I'm not doing all that stuff before we even get to the real stuff. But when you date outside of your race, you don't have that problem. She looking at you as a man like you are right now, and we're gonna start right there. So whatever you did back here, you can scratch that and just start right here with her and go forward. So I could just be me. I got a menial job. I'm making average money. You know, I'm cool with that because she cool with that. But when you're dealing with a black woman, you got to pay first, and then we see what's going to happen. And men are getting tired of that. Men are getting tired of that. So I could just be me if I get outside of my race and date a Mexican woman or a white woman or somebody else. I can just be myself. This is who I am. I work at Best Buy. Okay, cool, no problem. Let's go eat. Oh, let's go.
I done had a lot of dates at McDonald's.
The black women, McDonald's. You're not gonna take me to no McDonald's. Why not? This our first date. Why I gotta take you to Red Lobster? It might not even work out. But anyway,
Because Beyonce tell him to take her to Red Lobster.
yeah. So I'm like, no. Now, when I was a kid, it was kind of a lot of infatuation with dating on the other side. But you might get drugged, you might get hung, you might get beat, something might happen to you, you know. And so we wasn't all that excited about doing it. Now, we was looking, but going over there, man, not too much. You had a few guys that went over there, and some things, you know, but is this a whole group? Nah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that.
I think a lot of it has to do with too. They're curious. Caucasian women are curious, and they like black brothers. But their parents, they got to chime in on it also, and they got to understand when you marry somebody, you just don't marry that person. Their whole family is involved, and their whole family might not be like you. You got some. I would say some local names. Now,
that's a local name.
I would say
Okay.
some local name, but
All
you gotta deal with those people too, and those come into your those come into play also. So
I get it, man. I get it.
But I do see a lot more people like Serena Williams, black women out there going to go date white men now.
But they can help them.
Yeah.
You know, they can help them. You know, we got really good jobs. We got really good jobs, but we can't help her. You know, why would Serena be interested in me? She wouldn't be. But if I'm a sports person and I can hook her up with some organization or some association to help her, she'll be interested in me then. But I make just as much money as he makes. But the thing is, I don't look like I do, and he can help put her in a position to go get something else. I can't do it because I don't know nobody that she's talking to. You see, now I can help her get a house and get a good interest rate, but I can't help her in the tennis world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me and him, we make the same amount of money.
What are you talking about?
Whoever she's married to. I know he's a prince, right?
He a billionaire.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean,
y'all make the same.
I mean, like, she could do better with him because he knows somebody. I don't know those people.
Hey, I tell you what. I don't know what it is. Y'all let us know. Maybe we're wrong. Everybody telling us we're wrong these days.
Oh man.
But hey,
I don't believe that we're wrong. I believe what you said. As far as young people are concerned, nobody told them you can't be dating them white women because they didn't. Y'all grew up segregated. I mean, what do you call that? What's that word?
Integration.
Integrated. See, I don't even know what the word called because I grew up segregated. Integration. You've been that way the whole time. When you first went to school, you was blacks, whites, and Mexicans. When I went to school, it was all black. So when we went on the other side of town, it was like, wow, we 11, 12 years old, like, wow, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's our segment for today. I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but I can keep going, but I'm married.
Hit us up, man. I want to hear. I ain't married. I'm single. I'll talk to you about it. I know all about it. I got the best of both worlds. I got my man Will here. He'll tell me about the young generation, and I got my own experience from the old school generation. So I know. Let's talk.
Let us know, man. Why black women are infatuated with white women? Guess they getting thicker, huh? That's Bill.
That's Will.
We out of here, man.
Oh, listen, get thicker and thicker.